And today we're gonna do some painting. I'm gonna have problems seeing the chat. I can kind of see it if I look into the cup, but it's gonna be very hard to make out. But I will do my best. I'll probably sometimes do that just to see, but that's okay. That's okay. Today we're gonna be doing a painting. Specifically of an Eevee. This is one that I've been doing more paintings that are like actual things lately. I'm a little nervous about this one. I'm not sure this one's going to turn out good. I'm mostly worried about my ability to get the correct coloring for the cream coloring for the floopy fur. And I'm also concerned about the proportions. The proportions is what I'm really worried about. That we're not going to be able to get the correct proportions for Eevee's head. I'm just going to make Eevee's head chest and maybe have the tail pop out a little bit at the end. We'll see what I feel like doing. Have this over here for now. Might even put it to the side. Oh, near the ground or on top of my paint here. Have that extra paint to the side. But for now, we are using brown paint, dark brown paint for the ears and other detailing. And also part of the eyes too. White for mixing and the eyes and other things. Lemon yellow and peach I'm going to try to mix together to make it a cream color or something at least closer to it. I tried making it with other mixtures. I tried to make my own cyan and stuff, but I didn't like the final result. I think if I added more yellow it would have been better, but I'm colorblind. I don't want to go off that and make something completely gross. So I think I'm going to go with something that's already a skin tone and just cream it up a bit. Because cream is kind of close to a skin tone anyway. Anyway, first though, we are going... Oh, I just realized it's not playing the music. Can I get it to play the music? You know what? Unfortunately, we're not having music today. No music today, and oh, I didn't mean to show my face. I have a mask on, but I am not shaved. I feel bleh. But let's begin now. Let's see, what paint brush shall we use first? How about this? Let's start with... Actually, you know what? Yeah, but let's start with the brown paint. Get kind of Eevee's core head around here. So I'm probably going to paint some details over top of brown paint anyway. So let's get this spread around good. Kind of looks like one of Eevee's cheeks already. Yeah, like the Eevee doesn't... You know what? I'm fine with making a smaller Eevee head in the center. Yep, sorry for the silent day. I'll try to get to the chat, but it's very hard for me to see. I have to pretty much lift up my phone to look at it. I don't have a internet Wi-Fi box yet. I'm recently moved in. I'm only working off my phone, which is what I'm using to stream. And I have to have a rather unique... It's called unique setup. Literally like a... frickin', So we're definitely making a smaller Eevee head than I originally planned, which is fine. I think that will work out better for me, quite frankly. There's also a different orientation than I was originally planning to, but I'm also okay with that. Maybe make it also shape I like a little bit. I can probably try to recover that a little bit. Okay, let's switch to a different brush actually. Let me try to add Eevee's little... They have like a little bit of pooped up hair on the top here. This kind of gives it a more furry looking texture anyway. I did use too much brown paint. I might actually fuck around with it and wipe some off. But kind of like the textures it's making. Let's let that dry a little bit and try to mix up and make the cream color while this dries off a little bit. Then we'll add the extra detailing in from there. Yeah, this is really sad without music. I had Pokemon music ready, but once I pushed record, it stopped. Let me try getting it back up, actually, because... Hello! Hello, everybody. Oh my god! You've come for Eevee Painting. Hi, Tenko. Hello, Judo. Okay, nah. It won't let me do it. It won't let me play music and do the other thing at the same time. It's lame. YouTube, on the phone, you're lame. Stop being lame. Lame-o. Alright. We're going to have peach, and then add a little bit of lemon yellow to it. And we're going to mix that baby up. And hope that this does the effect I want it to. If it doesn't, I'm going to be a little sad. These are two separate, slightly different paints. I think they're both water-based. They're both water-based, though, so it should mix. I might have put too much yellow in. Yeah, I put too much yellow in. Let me put a little more peach in it, I think. Nah, I just don't think this is gonna work. Yeah, it didn't make the color I wanted. It's too yellowy for Eevee's fur. Alright. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do the lazy thing and just use peach. I might add another color to it later to try to add actually, you know what? I forgot to add white to this. Let me add a little white to this. That will be the last thing I do to try to salvage it. Put some white. And I think it's just too yellowy. If it was less yellowy, this would be better. Oh yeah, this is way better. Okay. I think I found the key. Yeah, this looks a lot more like Eevee's fur color. Let me not overmix it, because I think if I overmix it, I'll get less of the color I want. What do you think? Is this close enough? If you don't think this is... I'm colorblind. Tell me if this looks horrible. Please help me. The colorblind artist. Send help. Howdy. Howdy, howdy. Understandably, yep, much better. Yep, much better. Thank you, Tenko. Let's see. Trying to get... I don't think the paint's going to come off in this one in particular. We're going to put the cream paint right there. We are going to get our Eevee Painting back on screen. So far we have the general head shape. I could always fix it up and make it a little more rounded and fur-like as we continue onward, but I want it to dry a little bit so I can paint the top of it. I definitely need to make this... Okay, I'm definitely seeing things I can do to make this better already. Let me get the brown paint back. And let me put some brown paint to the side here and squirt it on there. I don't know why I didn't do that in the first place. I know I have some paint on there already, but let's make the ears a little bigger. Yeah, make the head, make everything a little bigger here, you know? Doesn't have to be perfect. I think I can make it a little bigger at least. Use up some of this brown paint that's kind of just sitting here, you know? Alright. Yeah. Try to beat off this. Beat off this brush. That's totally the word I meant to say there. Yep. Beat off the brush. But yeah, I'm trying to beat the devil out of this fucking brush and it's not working very well. Okay, I got it. Let's see. Let's try the cream color now. But I want a more rounded brush for that. I think, yes, it's not the brush I wanted. It had the same color. I got excited for a second. Okay, this works. Let's see if we can do floofy cream fur. Okay, we definitely want to do like a swirl shape. to add the floof. Floof initiated. Initiate floof. Oh yeah, this is pretty. Yeah, this looks good. I'm glad this cream coloring worked. I was a little bit worried about it, but this looks nice. Add more floof. Alright, I think this is what we have so far. Hello, stuff. I didn't see them earlier. I don't know if they're still here, but I'm so glad they stopped by even for a second. Alright, that's blue for now. Might add a little bit more later, but I think it's time to use some dark brown paint. For some extra detailing. Actually, I think it'd be... Yeah, let's add it for the ears, because right now the ears just don't have enough. It doesn't have any shading whatsoever, and I want to put shading on both of them. Yep, just like that. Perfect. Let's see what it looks like. Okay. Yeah, I don't have the ear shapes perfect. In the sentence. But I want to get just close enough. Anything else I can use for the dark brown? Not especially, no. Got some dark brown for the body a little bit down here. Yeah, it looks better with regular brown for the body. I kind of regret doing that actually. It's okay. I can fix that. Oh, and I found the brush I was looking for earlier. Hey, let me try this for the food. And then make it look any more cottony. A little bit actually. Make it look a little more cottony. The floof isn't as profound, but I like the detailing in it. Alright, let's beat that brush and then I'm going to... Actually, I'm going to get back to the regular brown color and use it for the body down here. I know Eevee has like something of a belly, I think, but I'm not going to worry about that right now. I'll just refluffify it a little bit up here. You know what? There. Here is big old floofy Eevee tail. Yeah, this Eevee's a little half-baked. I'm not even gonna lie. This is a half-baked Eevee. But it's our half-baked Eevee, and that's what's important. Don't look at my don't make fun of my child. Oh, by the way, I meant to mention this earlier, but I'm giving this painting to my girlfriend for her birthday. I meant to say that way sooner. I know there's some cream color to add at the end there. In fact, let's do that now. Yep, I like the edge of the tail. There's some cream coloring. Heck, it's like an imperfect kind of. Let me make it a little more faded and natural looking though. Also give more of a tip to the tail. There we go. Yeah, this is looking cute. It's not perfect by any means, but it is looking a little better than I was expecting. Here's what we got so far. Personal gifting is nice. Yes, yes. Agreed. My YouTube broke, I had to reset. Oh, it happens, Tenko. Glad you're back. Yeah, once I get internet, I can have my usual setup back of having music and all. Because it is nice and calm having the background for myself as well. I'm just listening to the sounds of my refrigerator humming. This is the soundtrack today. My refrigerator, it's humming. Could be worse. It could be my air conditioner on. I turned that off. Is my refrigerator ready? You better go catch it. You gotta go ask catch him. That was a terrible joke. I apologize. No, I don't. Anyway, evil aside, let's continue on with the painting. We're going to add some black paint for further detailing. As soon as it decides to come out of the tube. Come on. There we go. Alright, I'm going to try to use this. Just the tip. Ha ha ha. And little black nose here. Okay, the nose is much smaller. This is the big nose one. It's very sensitive about it. Don't talk about its big nose. Honestly, the nose was kind of a fuck up. Let me get some brown paint on that. I didn't realize Eevee's nose was that fucking tiny. Right now it looks more like a dog. Which, yeah, some people think Eevee's a... I mean, what is Eevee? A dog fox, I guess? Fox dog. Fox dog. Alone in the world, my little fox dog. Okay, that's a little better. Now let's make some black for the eyes. And now, yeah, most of it's gonna be black. I was considering just making a ditto face, which would be cute in its own right, but no, let's go for something a little more traditional. No, this looks pretty cute on its own, but I want to try to add at least a little bit of detail. Add a little bit of dark brown to the bottom of it, for example. Oh, actually, this brush is even better. Even better. Actually, no, that's not what I wanted to do. Scratch that. I wanted to use some of the dark brown paint for the eyes. Not too big of a deal, though. Thinking about adding a little extra detailing in this one, yeah. I'm coping a little bit here. Yeah, it's definitely not the way I wanted it. The ears are definitely the worst part. Yeah, make the dark brown eyes. And then add just a little touch of white for the top of the eyes. In fact, let me just take a little tiny brush. Would a whiteboard make it look nicer? Maybe. I can try that. You mean like just tracing it in with white? Well, let me make the eyes first. I don't know about a white border. I think me trying to do a white border is just gonna mess it up more. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't have that tilted down for a second. Let's see. Let me try giving it a white aura on the bottom to see how I like it. If I don't like it, I just stop there. You know what? I have an idea. Let's just add clouds. Give the painting a little bit more pizzazz, you know? We're already using a sky blue background. It's one of those mystic sky Eevees you hear about on the news. Mystical, magical sky Eevees in the sky. Coming to you this July. I have no idea what I'm talking about either. I just ramble. I am a rambling girl. I apologize. Alright, I think that actually rounded it out pretty well. Let me just see if I can smooth it out a little bit. Add a little extra detailing if possible. Round out the face a little bit as well. You know, I might touch it up a little bit later, but I think we're pretty good here. Oh, wait, let me work on the body a little bit more, actually. Let me work a little bit more on the body down here. I'm not going to put the paws or anything, they're in a sitting position, I'm going to say. Oh yeah, I like this texture a little more anyway. Neat. Not bad at all. Rabble in the way of yap. Rabble in the way of yap, exactly. The ancient art of yapping. Kind of a useful ability to have while you're streaming, honestly. Oh, I meant to add a little more floof down here. The extra floofening. We all love floofening of the floof. Okay. You can always touch up a painting. I can always do that later. But I think for the baseline of what I wanted to do today, this is pretty good. It's at least one step. I think it's fridge-worthy. We look for fridge-worthiness here at the Penelope Stone painting exhibit. Sniff. Oh, you stink. I'm getting the fuck. I'm just kidding. That was this thing is so fucking cute. Here, real quick, let me flip the camera over. And look a little closer. Hopefully me fucking around with it didn't screw it up. Get it framed in the living room. Well, I'm giving it to my girlfriend. I'm gonna have to ask her specifically to get it framed, though. I'm also gonna take a picture and show it off on Blue Sky and everything. But, yeah, this is a shorter art stream today than I usually have. I don't have any more canvases. Usually I do like a little mini painting when I'm waiting for that to dry. But this was my last canvas. This is the first painting I'm doing in my first apartment, by the way. So it was exciting for that reason, too. So, but, my voice is starting to get a little hoarse already. So I'm going to say, until next time, you're out of this world. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. And trans rights. Bye-bye. The Eevee loves you. Just remember that the Eevee loves you. Oh, have I played Pokemon recently? I can talk about that. I played a little bit of Arceus for the first time recently. That was pretty fun, but it got a little samey, and I paused because I was afraid of proceeding in the story because I was playing with my girlfriend, but I think I'll just proceed in the story and ignore the side quests more times than not. Yep, fire art. I'm looking forward to Gen 10 as much as anyone else is. I hope they nail it this time. I am cautiously optimistic about it. I should kidnap you and play some OG ones with me. We could. Oh my god. Here's an idea, Tenko. What if we did a Soul Nuzlocke together? Whether it was for a stream or just for fun, that would be cool. Soul Nuzlocke. If that's not your style, that's cool too. I like doing Nuzlocks here and there. This one does Nuzzle Lock. I mean, it would be scary, but that's kind of the point. I almost dropped my phone onto my painting, and that would have been a tragedy for multiple reasons. In fact, I'm scared. I'm gonna back the. You'd be scared of its existence right now. It's gonna back away. But anyway, my voice really is getting a little bit dry. Remember to stay hydrated, everyone. Thank you for watching. The Eevee is plotting my death as we speak. Look at it in its innocent murder face. I can't believe it. I think this turned out way better than I was expecting, to be honest. I wasn't even I was originally just wanted to do that and that alone, but then everything just kind of came naturally. Not saying it's perfect. I wish the ears were better. I definitely wish the ears were better. But I think it gets the job done. Hurry for hugging, staying hydrated, and remember you're out of this world and let anyone tell you otherwise, and trans rights. Bye-bye!